Hi, in this video I want to talk about the two must-haves that I keep in my van at all times. My name's Stephen from Inexteriors Painters and Decorators and you're watching Inexteriors TV. Right, the two must-haves that I keep in my van at all times are these two. The Zinsser B.I.N and the Zinsser Peel stop. Right, let's talk a little bit about the Zinsser B.I.N first. The Zinsser B.I.N is a shellac based paint. It primes, it's a primer sealer and stain killer, and it's an exterior spot, it's a spot exterior primer, so you can spot up little bits of bare wood on exterior. Now, what I've used this most for over the years is water stains. Now, with the water stains, we used to use oil-based undercoat all the time. So, I remember years ago there was a job that I used to do about 20 miles away. And it was like a remedial job, so all I had to do was go there, repair the watermark, like say undercoat the watermark, then go there the next day after that again, and then put a couple of top coats. So by the time you would have travelled to and fro from there twice to do, say, 2 hours work all in all, it was a total waste of time. But this changed the game. So now when there's a stain, you can give it a coat of this, let it dry for 45 minutes, give it another coat, let it dry for another 45 minutes, then give it 2 or 3 top coats. So when I say 2 or 3 top coats, generally give it a coat, then flash it up, then give it its full coat. Now what else I've used it for is priming bits of bare wood on the inside with knots on. Another thing that I've used it for is painting over varnished wood. Now, because when you're applying water-based paint to already varnished wood, the tannins seem to come out of the wood and it goes yellow. But if you put a coat or two of this on the varnished wood first, then apply your undercoat and top coat or 2 top coats of your water-based paint, you shouldn't get any yellow bleed through. If you would want to watch a video on painting varnished wood, there will be a video that pops up at the end of this video on an end screen. Now, so this is a good product. Now, there is the Zinsser B.I.N Aqua, which I haven't tried yet. So, if there's any of you out there that have tried the Zinsser B.I.N Aqua, please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. So I've mainly used it for water stains, a bit of priming with knots in, and painting varnished wood. Now, if you was painting varnished wood in oil-based paints, that would be fine. You wouldn't get the yellow bleed through, because you would give it the varnished wood a couple of undercoats and a top coat, or a couple of undercoats and 2 top coats, although that would take days to dry. But this is where this just speed things up. You know, we're moving forward now, so I really like this product. And if you would like to buy this product, please feel free to check out the link in the description below. Right, now let's talk a little bit about the Zinsser Peel Stop. The Zinsser Peel Stop is a clear binding primer. It seals cracks and grazing, glues down old paint edges and binds chalky surfaces. Now, what have I used this most for? I've used it most for repairing peeling paint. So if you'd like to watch a video on repairing peeling paint, the video will pop up at the end of this video on an end screen. And if you would like to purchase some of this Zinsser Peel Stop, there'll be a link in the description. Now, like I've just said, I've used it mostly for repairing peeling paint. And once you've scraped the peeling paint back to a hard edge, you can then apply this to the edge, and it stops the edges from lifting. It binds it and sticks it down, but it also seals new plaster as well. So instead of having to put like a mist coat on, instead of having to put a mist coat on that area that you've scraped down of peeling paint, if it's on new plaster, you can just seal the plaster with this. And I also use this to spot bits of new plaster. So if like you've done a chasing and it's been patched up, if say the electrician's put some wires in and there's been a chasing and that's been patched up, rather than thinning down some paint to mist coat it, you can just get this out and basically coat up the bare plaster with this. This is a good product. Like, I remember there was this job where there was this bit of peeling paint all the time, and for ages, I say for years, I was continuously fighting to get this edge down, and then every time I go and do some more work at that job, that bit would lift again, and then again and again and again. And then the moment I discovered this and put this on it, I go back there now and that problem is solved. So again, this Zinsser Peel Stop is a good product. So other things you can use it for is sealing chalky surfaces like it says on the front, and cracking and grazing. And I think what it means by grazing, correct me if I'm wrong, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section about this, but people try to, sometimes you can get a problem when you paint matte over vinyl silk, and then what it ends up doing is leaving like loads of like little airline sort of cracks, which is called grazing. I think it has something to do with the paint drying out at a certain speed over the vinyl silk, or it can happen when you apply coats on top of each other too quickly over the vinyl silk. Like I say, please correct me if I'm wrong. I've only ever had it once, and that was years ago. Now, if you was to put this over the top of that, over that grazing, a couple of coats of this, then paint it, it would seal that grazing, and that grazing wouldn't come back through. So I really hope that's been a useful bit of information. So thank you very much for watching, and take care, and I'll see you soon.